Hello dear viewers, it's Betty here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to reduce the time that you spend on social media. There are several social media platforms including Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, WhatsApp, among many others. And these are apps that we have in our phones, on our desktops, and also in our laptops. That is why it is very difficult to control the amount of time we spend on them. This topic is important because social media reduces your capacity to concentrate and makes you inadequate. Maybe you have realized this, or maybe not, but this is the truth. So before we get into it, just know that this is something that is difficult to deal with and may feel uncomfortable. Why am I saying this? It's because all social media tools are designed to be addictive. This is the reason why when you're there, you don't want to leave. And the more you continue scrolling, the more you get things that attracts you. The first thing that you can adopt is to block notifications so that you don't get an alert whenever there's an activity on your page. This will help you because you'll have maximum concentration on whatever you're doing. So let's say, as an example, you're working on data analysis on your desktop. Then your phone keeps on beeping. And when you check your phone, you find that somebody has texted you on Messenger. So you get to Messenger and you realize that you don't know this person. And the next thing to do is to check their profile. And within no time, you'll find yourself viewing stories on Facebook. The second one is to schedule time that you want to spend on social media. For instance, if you have scheduled 10 minutes for Instagram, you'll get to Instagram, do whatever you want to do on Instagram for those 10 minutes, and when they're over, you get off. However much attractive those images or those short videos are, you'll get disciplined enough to get off the platform. And the third one is to prioritize on the most important things first. For me, I usually schedule time for three social media platforms, that is WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. And I usually prioritize on WhatsApp, then I give the remaining time for Facebook and Instagram. The next thing to do is to plan on a topic you want. This majorly applies to YouTube. So if you have scheduled time, let's say 40 minutes that you want to get to YouTube and learn how to cook chapati, let it be so. Get to YouTube, get a video on cooking chapati and do that. If you want to learn how to write a research proposal, then get to YouTube, search how to write a research proposal and work on that. So it means that within that time that you have scheduled, you'll be doing one particular thing. But if you get to YouTube and see all those videos that really attracts you, and you people, YouTube knows you. They know what attracts you. And that is what you'll see on your page. The first thing, before you start searching for what you want, those are the things that you'll see. So if you're that person who will go to those videos, then more of them will come. So you won't do whatever you had planned to do on YouTube. So just beware of that and try as much as possible to be very unpredictable. Another tip is to know what to skip and what to spend time on. There are some things, okay, social media is a platform where we have different kind of people. There are some people who are very negative, and if you spend your time on that negativity, you'll carry it home. So only go for things that speaks to you, things that makes you happy, things that make you learn. Yeah, different things. It doesn't mean that they have to be all good. Some may be bad, but not those things that demoralizes you. So spend time on things that you really feel like spending time on. And also there are those negative people on social media that wants to bring you down. So don't give them attention. If somebody is doing something that doesn't please you, then you can unfollow that person or you can block that person if it things. If it is a video that you don't want to watch, don't watch it. Yeah, there are some videos that are scary. There are some videos that are discriminative. And especially during this political time, you find videos that don't really speak to you. Another one is to turn off your data. This may work for some people, but for some it doesn't work. So if you turn off your data, it means that you won't get notifications. It also means that you won't easily get to social media. Like, nowadays we are kind of addicted to our phones. You're like picking your phone, checking what is in there all the time. But if your data is off, you'll go through a long way to get there. So that is another mechanism that you can use. And it may not work for some people because you may be using data for other things. For example, maybe when you're at work and you are waiting for an email, then it means that you won't turn your data off. Or if you're on Zoom meeting, you won't turn your data off. Yeah. So I think the notification thing works better for those people who must be online for a longer period. Yeah. Another thing that you can adopt is to follow social media time with something that you love, something that interests you. For me, it is reading a book, taking a photo, playing with kids, doing exercise, or working on my physical self. That really works for me. So if you have something that you really love, something that you always want to do, then that is the time that you schedule it, so that you'll feel like getting off that social media platform and doing that other thing that you love. So this is a trick and it really works so well. Now, those are some of the things that you can adapt to limit the time that you spend on social media. Yeah, now let me tell you what has worked for me. The first one is blocking notifications. I had blocked all my social media notifications, and that gives me full concentration on whatever I'm doing. I schedule the time that I spend on social media. Mostly, I schedule time for most of the things so that I give myself short duration with maximum concentration. But for social media, I set time to avoid being there for too long because it is addictive and there is always something that will attract you. That is the reason why I schedule time for social media. Now that I have talked about what I wanted to say in this video, I really want to give you a free advice. Don't get carried away with those nice videos and images that you see people post on social media. People mostly capture their best moments, and that could be 1 minute out of 1,440 minutes that person has in a day. You don't know what happens in the rest of that person's day. So don't feel low, get encouraged. Don't feel like you're not doing enough or you're not good enough or you're ugly. Yeah, don't. So use those pictures to encourage you to be better, to smile always, to work harder. So this is a free advice to help you be positive with life and to grow at your pace. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe, please. Yeah.